Greetings, family. I hope today finds you well. Can you guys believe it's February 1st already? Remember, time waits on no man or woman. Thank you guys for joining us again today, joining me. We're still 50 to life. We're still, starting over as an entrepreneur who left full-time gainful employment to pursue full-time entrepreneurship, and in that I definitely have more control over time and things of that nature. But with that, you are responsible for what you bring home and kill and eat. And business has been slow, as I mentioned before, but I know God is able. The word says, I've been young, but I've been old, and I've never seen the righteous forsaken or his seed begging bread. So, even though for me it feels a little uncertain, I know that, God will never fail. In the interim, since the last video that I dropped, been talking to more clients, got a few more bookings and things coming up, looking at our other business as well, that we have, working on that, trying to expand that as well. It's a challenge to do without bank backing. Not necessarily new to business, but new to understanding how this system truly works. Yes, I can demonstrate revenue and consistent revenue, 2, 3, 4 years in a row. However, certain entities want to deal with certain banks. Like we have a payment processor, and certain banks, most of the banks don't want to deal with them. I was told that on several occasions, that we don't like dealing with them. And there's a few banks that do deal with them when they want to verify your revenue. However, we weren't able to, get the funding or the capital that we need. So at this time, I'm still looking to work on our personal credit. So, so this channel was started to help people, to try to be encouragement, to see some of the missteps that I made, and try to help keep you guys from doing the same thing. And one of the things that I would tell you is to keep your credit as pristine as possible. Don't worry about your score so much until you're getting ready for funding. But make sure that you keep your credit up. Payment history is one of the most important things that they look at. It's like 35% of your total FICO score. So those are things that I'm working on. Also, one business that I started, I leveraged my credit to start that business, which I learned I should have did it a different way. It's cool. You live and you learn, and next time I'll know. So get your credit in order, get your bank account in order, have a business account, have a personal account. I didn't realize until the pandemic that there were a lot of people who didn't have like a traditional brick and mortar bank account. I didn't realize that. I started with a bank account when I was young. I had the savings account as a teenager, and then that progressed into regular accounts and things of that nature. But make sure to keep your credit in order. There are a lot of programs and things like that that will help you do that. Also, another thing that I'm learning is that in your business bank account, a lot of places don't want your daily balance to fall below $500, and they want your daily balance to stay at $500. But if you're in business and you're steadily trying to grow and expand, you guys know you need every dollar that you can. But however, when you're in a season where you need funding, try to make sure your business bank account doesn't fall below $500. No overdrafts, things of that nature. Make sure that your transactions are business related in nature. They look at all those things. I just want to help you guys. Another thing that you guys could do, even if you don't necessarily have a business per se, but you may think about getting one in the future, I would start get your LLC. Depending on where you live, it's could be $50 to get it all the way up here in Illinois where I live. It's if you want it the same day, it's $250. If you want them to process it for up to 10 days, it's $150. And that's a 10-day process, roughly 10 business days. And if you want it like the next day, you pay $250 and it'll be established the next day. Make sure you have all the proper paperwork in there as well. That's another thing that the banks look at. One thing that I learned, that sometime a bank will just go to, there's a registry for LLCs, like a national registry. The bank will just go to that before they even look at any of your other paperwork. They'll go into the national registry, type in your name and LLC, and if it doesn't say you're in good standing, they're not going to go to the next part of the underwriting process. So one of the things that I definitely want to let you guys know is I would start a business, have a business entity, an LLC, even if you don't necessarily have something in place right now. It's going to benefit you later. Also work on your personal credit. Make sure your personal credit stays pristine as possible. Don't worry about your score as much until you're getting ready to finance something. With everything that's going on in the country right now as of February 2025, make sure we look out for each other. So thank you guys. God bless. If I can help you with anything, let me know. See you next time.